Hi, I'm Paz Fagenbaum from Fig Food Integrated Gardens, and I'm sitting here in this elder carob tree in the heart of Jerusalem forest. We're going to be exploring today about food forests. So what is a food forest? Food forest is basically mimicking the architecture of a forest. It's looking at all the different relationships and levels in a food forest and designing a system using permaculture principles to essentially have energy cycling of organic fertilizers, pollinators, plants that are bringing bees and butterflies, dynamic accumulators, drawing up the minerals, and having a diversity of fruits. We plant a food forest now so that the next generation can enjoy the fruits and abundance. Come and join us on a virtual tour of the different food forests and microclimates across Israel that Fig is partnering in. Welcome to Har Hayot Farm, here in the heart of Jerusalem in Ein Kerem. We have an amazing landscape that's 60 dunams of land on ancient terraces, as well as old olive groves that we've actually pruned and brought alive. We have a herd of goats as well as donkeys that help to prevent fires here by eating a lot of the fire fuel. And we also have honeybees that bring pollination, and we do education, retreats and festivals. And we have a very strong farm team and community on the land. שהיא ממש החבט השקט, העמד, שקטיות הראשונים שפורח בסך בשעה. בעצם להביא את להשתרש כבני אדם. Is that right, Tov Tov? Yeah, is that right? He loves hugs. We're going to go check out a new established food forest from just before Shemitah that's a baladi, drought-tolerant Mediterranean food forest. Come with me. In this corner of the land, we have established a baladi, drought-tolerant food forest. We have a mixture of pomegranates. Look at this beautiful pomegranate. A sweet almond. We're going to be getting a big crop of almonds. There's the mulberry tree. There's another almond. There's figs, carobs, olives. It's really plentiful supply. And what's special about the planting of each of this fruit tree is we've created what's called a guild, which is almost like a group of friends that are in relationship to the fruit tree. So we have the lavender bringing the beneficial honeybees. We have the strawberry runners as a creeper creating mulch as well as fruits. We have the celery, which was going to flower now, which was actually a perennial vegetable. We had celery all year round. And we have the pigum, which is essentially bringing the pollinators. So the caterpillars come, the butterflies then come, and this model and system was replicated within the food forest with lots of different plants, but the same model. And we hope to be expanding on this and creating more layers with more nitrogen fixes. We also have a greenhouse that's an outdoor classroom where we propagate and cultivate very special heirloom seed varieties and a lot of heritage fruit trees of figs and all the Mediterranean species. So come and join us to enjoy the abundance in Har Hayot Baladi Food Forest. Welcome to Beit HaKerem Food Forest, the first food forest in the Jerusalem city, established more than 5 or 6 years ago by Fig and the local community. Check out this Mediterranean native drought-tolerant system. We have these beautiful Afghani mulberries. We have catlove, a special species in Israel. Pomegranate trees all along the back. Carobs, fig, lemon, it's all happening. There's also the Siach Avraham. And what an alive system. In between each fruit tree, we have a model where we plant a nitrogen fixing tree. And if you have a look over here, Our friend the Bauhinia, with its long pods, is essentially an organic feeding nursing tree where we slash some of the branches and it releases and gives a whole nutrient boost to the surrounding fruit trees. And often we plant that in between each fruit tree. Look how prolific the perennial herbs are over here. The lavender, bringing the bees. You can see it, the honeybees are totally alive. The sage, it's an amazing medicine for tea. You can take it home, so much plentiful supplies. The geranium has amazing aroma, deterring the pests that come into the space, as well as having over here some perennial vegetables. It's perennial based, so this is self-propagating and it's opening up a deep taproot system to the earth for the fruit trees to essentially come and sink their roots in to create a healthy, resilient food forest system. There is a diverse range of people in the local community here, all the way from the youth to the elderly, and as such we wanted to cater from the design into fruition these beautiful raised garden beds that's so easily accessible. You don't have to bend over, you can work easily and come straight up to it, and look how abundant it is. It's just popping with abundance. The spring onions, these strawberries, these flowers. There's also some other raised beds down in the corner. We have a greenhouse and essentially this pergola system over here, which is very much about the connectivity of coming together as the communities, is creating the spaces that we can talk, connect and build the vision together. This whole side of the landscape is basically an expansion after we established the Mediterranean part, and it allows more creativity in terms of having different trees like nectarines and citrus that may need more irrigation and more care, but it's very much essentially the community want to have a diversity of fruits as well. We hope to be expanding and creating a bigger greenhouse that can cater for those cold, wintry, rainy days and to grow your own seedlings in the space. In the summer, to have a nice shade cloth over it to keep on propagating and continue to create a renewed landscape with all the amazing abundance on site. Welcome to Hatsukim Community Gardens. An incredible food forest was established here just 1 year ago as a continuation of the Jerusalem forest. There's still these really alive fruit trees. We have these almonds, these figs that are at a mature size giving fruits into the space. And what's amazing, we thought about this in the design and really integrated in this space down here, which is closer to the pathway where the foot traffic is. We have lemons and pomegranates and figs and mulberries. Plant trees that are more drought tolerant, more hardy, easy to forage, easy to pick as locals come by. There's also a lot of wildflowers, and we're really trying to do a rewilding of the site. At the moment it's Shemitah, so things are dry but still very alive. On the other side of the upper step of the terrace is we have more fruit trees that need more attention and more care and more water. So we have a range of mixture of fruit trees, from nectarines to cherries to pears to apples, all up here as they need more attention, more water. So there's two different irrigation lines. This will get a higher water and that will get lower water, and that way you're also doing water conservation. This amazing outdoor kitchen over here is just so gorgeous. Look at this, out of recycled wood, and it's really quite alive. Is right in line with the outdoor stage to make different performances, to have the community to come together, to be interactive in the space. There's also a lot of space for children to play in here. This was actually established by Tu B'Shvat Fig initiative sponsored by the Schusterman Foundation, together with many individual donors, as a combined partnership with the Yeshivat Cheloni, who are very active here, and the local community and the municipality of Ein Kerem and Jerusalem. So come and get your hands dirty, because this is really it's about to pop and really make it alive and happen. Welcome to Yavniel Family Food Forest here in North Israel next to the Kinneret Lake, where 4 families had a vision to buy private land and establish not only a food forest, but to create a landscape that will be beyond self-sufficient. And it's so incredible to be here after 1 year when the food forest was established just before Shemitah and already and getting fruits of the Panama blueberry. Amazing. Wow, so sweet. The landscape is really unique here. It's on a mountainside and it's so productive because we established and designed the food forest in a way that not only retains the water but also the fertility. And we did that by bringing in tractors, sculpting the earth to a finesse with big bores that were 1 by 1 meter, mixing a compost with earth within it, and with bringing big trucks of compost in and big trucks of mulch that were basically, the mulch was 10 centimeters high over the whole landscape. And this was so integral to hold not only the fertility but also the water, and made the fruit trees as sky high as they are right now. That's just really pumping. It's amazing. That's also been zoned in a different way in relation to the strong winds that come from the west, where we have a Mediterranean food forest at the top with your olives, your almonds, your figs, your mulberries, also interplanted with moringos that are nitrogen fixing, popping up as pioneers and really blocking the wind as well. And then in the second section, we have the subtropical fruit trees, your mangoes, your lychees, your starfruit, papaya, banana, black sapoti, red guava, yellow guava, Panama blueberries. The list goes on. Amazing, incredible abundance of subtropical species where there's soon to be an integrated natural pool, which will add to that microclimate. The residents having their houses right nearby that subtropical food forest where they can care and take for those fruit trees, as well as a mixture and diversity of fruit trees all around their own landscape, as well as having long grape vine pergola on the western facade of their houses to protect not only from the sun, but bring fruits to the house. Soon there's going to be integrated chicken systems as well as herding the goats, which help to manage and hold the land. It's really incredible as well that it's Shemitah and we're really releasing from the land, and all the natural cycles of everything is coming back to how it was. It's being restorative. It's really just totally popping and alive with beneficial insects, with everything, with the ecosystem, and everything is just really abundant. So we look forward to seeing how the goodness can be cultivated here.